Hello everyone, Elite Titan Speakerman here. Boom has officially dropped Skibidi Toilet 77 Part 1, and there is a lot of hidden secrets in this episode, including what might be the secret agent. We also seen 3 objects that we think is tied to the secret agent, and we will get into this analysis now. Let's get into this. Before we start with the analysis, as you can see, my upgrading phase has officially been completed, so I will look like this from now on, and hopefully you like my new look. Well, anyway, let's get into this. The episode starts off with a pause of the laser large cameraman looking at the sky as an astro flies past the screen, and that's when we start moving to take a look at what happened while we were hiding. And then we can see that we were actually in a lake or pond, which proves that the Alliance members and Tech both can stay underwater for a very long time without breaking. After we end up leaving the water, we look back at the camera strider behind us and tell it to go back down while we look at what's going on to the city. I believe this city was the one from 76, but the Austrians have just absolutely demolished it. We then just keep looking around. I can also see a weird looking tree that is somehow still standing after all the destruction, but I could be going crazy, I don't know. Anyway, we then turn to the left and spot something crazy. The god chair is back again, and right here is the leak we saw on Steak Stream the day before the episode released. And we can see that the laser large cameraman had noticed the chair for the first time ever. And he then flies right towards it as fast as we can. And right here we can see the possible objects that might be similar to the chair. We can end up seeing the plant which we saw in episode 76 already. But we can see a new item which has something that happens with it later in the episode. We can end up seeing a payphone just chilling there next to a tree. Why would a payphone be next to a tree? This is why I think it's an object similar to the chair and maybe the plant. We then look to our left after we hear a cough sound and see a group of 5 humans running towards us. And the woman in front might be the leader of the group because she does all the talking. Anyway, the girl ends up saying, "Don't shoot, we're not enemy. I've seen likes of you helping out other people. Can you get us to a safer place? Here you go, listen yourself."
Shoot, we're not enemy. I've seen likes of you helping out other people. Can you get us to a safer place?
Alright, let's move on with the next part.
Hey brother, I'm going to analyze this next few parts, then you can do the rest. Let's get into this. After the woman had asked, we then pointed at the church and started turning. Right here we can see the payphone again, and me and my brother Elite Titan Speaker both saw a figure standing next to it, which might be the secret agent because you can see a suited person next to it. And the next time we look back towards where they are, it's gone. Anyway, right before we make a full turn away, the woman says, "No, can't you see the church is on fire?" Then she gasps, and we turn around to see a bunch of Austrians making an ambush on us. We try to block the shots with our shield, but 2 shots gone behind us and hit the humans. But before we realize, we shoot one of the Austrians, and then another one arrives, and laser large cameraman shoots him in the head, and he falls to the ground. And then he screams as we kill him. Before we carry on, if you check the description of the episode, you can see that it says, "Screams by Steak" with a smiley face at the end. Steak is now officially canon in Skibidi Toilet. That's crazy. Now, let's carry on with my part of the analysis. After the POV large cameraman kills both of the Austrians, he decided to then tell the humans to come with him. How stupid can Lil Bro be? But then right before he turned around, he realized that they were all dead and had a moment of silence for them. But it was cut short because we ended up seeing another astro that ended up going invisible all of a sudden, then snuck up to our right and started attacking us. Large Pop tried blocking with his shield, but it didn't work. So he flew up and shot his laser, but then the Astro dashed into him and was about to kill him when the G Squad arrived to save him, and they all had upgrades since the last we saw them. And we end up seeing the Buff Mutant, Buzzsaw Mutant, and Police Mutant. And I'll let Elite Titan Speakerman carry on with the analysis now. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, Elite TV Titan. Anyway, after the G Squad arrived, the Buff Mutant squashed the toilet's head, killing it. And while his head was being squeezed to death, we can hear another one of Steak's screams playing at the same time. And after that we stand up and start aiming our laser at the Police Mutant. Wow, Elite TV was right. How stupid can this large camera be? Anyway, we then hear all three of the mutants talk. Police Mutant starts off by saying, "Why bro is aiming at me? Is he stupid?" Then Buzzsaw said, "We saved your life." Then Buff Mutant started waking towards us with his earthquake footsteps saying, "Relax, we ain't here to hurt nobody. Time for us to become friends, officially." Then POV acts like he is going to do a thumbs up, but then DKs the bird to Buff Mutant. Oh my god, this large cameraman is so stupid. After the POV had flipped off the Buff Mutant, he just laughed and said, "We are not asking." Then we can also hear the DJ Toilet theme, or shall we call it the klaxon beat from Half-Life. Anyway, we then get attacked by two small Astros and an Astro Interceptor. But then the whole gang just started jumping the Astros and absolutely destroying them. The only challenge was the Interceptor, but with the help of the DJ Toilet and the Camera Strider, it was no problem to do some damage with the help of them too. We get to knock down the Interceptor, and then right before he also shot us, the Michael Jackson Toilet appeared, and he does the hee-hee and cuts the Astro's head off. Well, that was brutal. And we can just see DJ and the rest of the gang just bopping to the music playing from the speakers. I would dance to if that banger was playing. Anyway, all of a sudden we hear weird sounds and look towards the head on the ground. And weird parasite legs just popped out the head. And that is so creepy. And we just end up having a staring contest with the head until it just jump scares us by screaming so loudly in our face. When I first watched the episode, I actually got the biggest jump scare ever. Anyway, while the head was screaming at us, the Buff Mutant just walked in and grabbed the head and threw it into another Astro that was on the way there. And then the episode ends off with the POV large laser cameraman acting like he was going to flip off the Buff Mutant, but instead doing a thumbs up, making the mutant laugh and say, "Let's go." Alright, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more analyses in the future. Goodbye, my elites.